Yeah, hi there and welcome back and let us continue. So what we will do now is we'll try to build up our own image slider and it will be an auto image slider. So whenever we launch that particular main activity, we want to show a image slider. So currently we have a splash activity and then we move on to the main activity, and when we launch the main activity, we want to auto slide whatever image we have. So for that, we need some of the dependencies. And before we start, let me take you through my course in the Udemy. And I'll be using a Kotlin coding for this course. And if you are not familiar with the Kotlin coding, just make sure you go and check out my course in the Udemy. I have a Kotlin coding for the Android developer. And I also have some of the free courses like the RX Java. I have part 1, 2, and the 3, which are completely free. You can just go and sign it out, and if you are interested in the other courses, you can just check out and let me know if you are interested and if you need a coupon code or something else. And I have recently launched the new course of the RX Java 3 for the Android developer. And yeah, so just go and check it out. And if you are not sure how to get started with the Kotlin coding, just make sure you check out the course for the Kotlin codings for Android developer. So let's start, and before we go to our application, we need some of the dependencies. And I'll just go over here and select the glide. So glide is the image loading library that we'll be using for this course. And I hope you are already familiar with the glide, and if you are not, just go and check out the documentation side. And I'll just add the dependency for now. Just copy the dependency and I'll just go to the over here, and I think I have already added over here, which is the glide dependency. And I have added a variable in the top level build.gradle file, which is over here. Just make sure you add that one and add that dependency over here. So the same version, I'm using the current same version over here, which you can find over here 4.11.0, and that is the same version that I have added over here. And after that, just synchronize over there. And the next thing is that what we will do is I'll just go to the top over here, and I have enabled the build feature, the data binding enabled true. So just make sure you enable the data binding over here. And if you haven't added, just add that one. And when you add the build feature, we also need to enable the plugin for the Kotlin -kpt. So just make sure you add that plugin over here and then enable the data binding, which is of true. So we have enabled all of these options, then you can synchronize, and then I think we are ready to go. And then we will move on to the layout, and on the main activity, what we will do is we'll add let me go to design, and let me add a view pager over here. So we'll need a view pager, view pager 2. Just drag that one to our constraint layout, and let me give a name as a view pager of the home image SLI image slider. Constrain it to the top and to left and right too. And let me give a height of the 200 dp. So I think that should be enough to show the image around the 200 dp. And then I think that should be fine. The next thing that we need is I will need a layout of the, let's give a linear layout, a horizontal linear layout, I think, and somewhere here. And let me constrain, okay, let me give the height first. I think 40 dp is enough. We just want to show a dot view over there, so that one I'll just move it over here. Okay, I think it got inside that, and I should put it constraint to the left and right and to the bottom of our home, the view pager, right? So okay, so we have that one, and now I will give some background color for this one. So let us go to the color, and sorry, let me create a new color, and over here we will say as a color, okay, what I give co color name, and transparent of let me give as a 70% of the transparent. and it should be has nv3 123 123. I think that should give around around the 70% transparent. Then let me try to add that particular gravity. I'll just give as a center. And then first of all, okay, so what is the background? Not this background. I'll select from the color and keep the transparent of 70. It's fully transparent. I think the color code 123 123. Okay, so I have to give at least 6 only. That is too much 7. So if I go, okay, I get a transparent, and then that should be fine. And then a gravity. So I'll just search for GRAV gravity. Select that, and I'll just give as a center. And I think I'll remove this one. Okay, so we have this one, gravity center, orientation is your horizontal. Okay, that should be fine. Now next we have a view pager already. So in this view pager we need to show the image slider, and since view pager works together with the recycle view adapter, so we need to create a layout for our recycle view adapter. Just go and create a one resource file, and I'll call it as image slider item, and this I will just add a layout. And this layout, I will just cut this section from here and paste it inside this. And this constraint layout, I'll just move inside over here. Okay, so this one I need to cut this and paste it over here. Okay, that should be fine, and we will need a one image view over here. So I'll just go to the image view, just drag that image view inside, select this one and constrain it to top and left and right, and just give a height of a 200 dp because we have set our view pager to 200 dp, so we want to match that one. And then I will just say scale type. So scale type, let me fit to the x and y, so it should fill from on both sides. So the here and here it should fit both sides, and then I think that should be fine. And I will give a ID for this one. SLI slider image view. Okay, just refactor that one. And here instead of image view, I'll just give an image view from the material design, shapeable image view. Okay, that should look fine. Okay, so we have that, and then design. Okay, I think that should be fine for now. We have a activity and we have a view pager and the slider image item. So next is we will build up our GIF. And if I go activity, did I enable? Okay, so I haven't enabled the data binding. I'll enable data binding over here too, and just cut this section and paste it to the layout. And for this constraint layout, just cut this and paste it inside this layout. Okay, so we got that one. So next is I'll just go and okay, so let me close all of this, and I will create a one more package over here and call it as adaptor adapter. And I'll create a new adapter, a new class, and call this one as let's say home, or we call it as slid slider view pagf pager adaptor view pager adapter. And then we will create a nested class and call it as image class name should start with the caps. So image view pager, so image view HOLD view image view holder, and that the item view which is of the view. So I think you guys can create a recycle view adapter, extend the recycle view dot the view holder, and I need to pass the item view over here. And then I'll create a function over here and call it as a bind, and I'll get the data, and I think that should be of the string for now. And okay, and I need that particular, okay, so I need the value, so private, and I'll just say val of the image view. So I need a SLI slider image view, and that should be of the item view dot find view by ID, and that should be of the shapeable image view. And then I need r.id dot the, I need a slider, I need to import r first, and then I forgot the ID for this one. So slider image view. Okay, just copy that one and paste that one. Okay, so we have a slider image view now, and for that I need to set the image using the glide. So let us make use of the glid glide, and glide dot width. With I need a context, so I'll just make use of item view dot the context, and then I have to load the URL. So URL I will get from the data as a URL, and then dot into the current slider image view. Okay, so we got that one. So now our nested class is ready, and then I have to extend over here. So first of all, I'll get a constructor argument over here, which we'll call it as a private val. I'll call it as a private var, and I'll call it as image list. So we need to get an image list from there, and this should be of the, let's say, a list of the type is of the string. And then I need to extend the recycle view dot the adapter and pass the image view holder here. So image view holder that we have over here, and just initialize that constructor. And I need to implement all of the members. Just implement the members. Okay, and this nested class I'll move to the bottom. Okay, so here for the I'll return which is of equals to list of image dot the size. Okay, and on here we need to create a view holder first. So val, I'll just say view which is of equals to layout inflator dot from, and I get the parent dot context dot, let me inflate it, and r dot the layout dot I have the image slider item, and then second is from the parent comma attached to is the false, if else false. Okay, so then I will finally return the image view holder from here and pass that view. Okay, so we got that one. And on bind, what we will do is we will just do a holder dot, I need to call that function and pass the image list, and I will pass that position, current position. Okay, so that should be fine. So we have an adapter already for our recycle view adapter that will be used by our view pager. So the next step is go to our main activity over here. Let me go to the main activity, and first of all let me create a private let init var of the, let's say, view pager, and that should be of the ViewPager2. And I need another one is a private let init var of the binding, so that should be of the activity main binding, and I'll just go over here and set that binding first of all, which is of data binding util. So database, no, data binding, data binding, but binding. Why it is not giving me that data binding? Data binding util, sorry, it should be of the y. Okay, so data binding util, data binding util, just import that one dot, set the content view, and it need to pass the activity, which is of this, and the layout is this one, right? So just cut this section and paste it over here. So that should be fine. So we have a binding, and then we'll set the view pager. So m view pager, which is equals to binding dot, I get the VP home image slider. I think we can rename that one. I think that should be a bit confusing. So home view pager. Okay, I think that's a view pager home image slider. That should be fine. So we have a view pager. Now I need an adapter for this view pager. So how do we create an adapter? Is let me create the adapter over on the top. I think private let init var of I have a slider view pager adapter, and that should be of the slider view pager adapter, and I'll just call this one as the view pager adapter. Okay, so view pager adapter, just go over here and initialize that the slider view pager adapter. So I need to pass the list of the image, so we'll just go and create a list over here, private, and I'll just call it a val image list, which should be of equals to list of, and we create a list of strings, and then I pass this one over here. So currently we don't have the image list image. I need to get some image later. So let us first of all set up, and then we will look into the image from where we can get that particular image. Now I have a view pager. Now I can set that one. View pager dot apply it, and I'll just get the adapter, which is of the view pager adapter that we currently have. And I think that should be fine, and let us go and take a look for our where to find the image. So just go here and find some image like nuts, or we say PENUTS, peanuts. You can just find any image. So I'll just go and try to image. So we have a lot of images, so we'll try to just add that particular some of the images over there. I will just get some. Okay, so just this one, or else you can just search for any image, then we can just get the URL, and just make sure it's a free image. Just copy this URL, copy the image link location. I'll just copy that one and paste it over here. So it should be on this one, and I need another one too. So at least 2 or 3. And then next is let us take this one. Okay, so okay, I think that's too small, and let me search. Just copy the link location and just go and paste. Okay, that's too long. Okay, then let me add one more. Let us have at least 3 images, and then finally we'll find out something better one. And why not take this one? Just copy that link location And okay, I think that's not a good idea. I think this one. Just copy the link location and just go and paste it. Okay, so we have a 3 image over here, right? And that should be fine. So now we have a 3 image, and what I will do is I'll just go over here and call the life cycle. I need to add the scope. I don't have a life cycle. Okay, so I have a life cycle scope from the Kotlin scope. You can take a look. So life cycle Kotlin scope. So I'll just make that one and dot launch it and just key. So inside here I'll just create a while, not when, it should be while loop. While I'll just say true, which means that it's forever running, never ending loop. And I'll just say for loop for I in we have a 0 to the m image list dot the size. So we loop through all of the image list size from the 0 to the size, and here we will get some delay, and the delay of the time second, let's say 1.5 second around. So every 1.5 second we want to move this line, and we will say that if, let's say if condition over here, if the I is of equals to 0, if the I is equals of 0, then we want to do something, and then in the else part we want to do something. Okay, here what we will do, if it is 0, then I'll just say view page m view pager, right? M view pager dot set the current item. We want to set the current item of the 1, and smooth scroll to, let us set to false, and over here just copy the same thing and paste it over here, and then I'll just skip the this one as the true, because if it is not 0 then we want to smooth scroll. And I think I think that should be good to go, and we still need to add a dot, and we still need to do some more of this stuff, but let us try to run and test our application, see whether we have any error or something over here, and then I'll try to just run my application. Just wait for the application to come up, and you can see that image is around over here. So I think it's okay, so it's coming up there, but I think we give too much of time delay over there, and some image may not be loading. So I think I'll reduce this one to 1500. I think I gave it too much over there. So let me try to rerun the application, and that should be much faster delay over there. And let us go back to the application, and let us wait. Okay, so we are here, so we got the first image, okay, the second image, and the third image is not showing, so we need to fix that image. And now let us get some image. I think this should be just the one. Just copy the link and just go and paste that one over here. I think the third one is not working right, so let me try to restart the application again. And we still have a lot of things to implement over here, the dot view, and there's some animation on the image slider. So we got the first image, second image, and the third image. Yeah, so it's auto sliding for now, but we still need some of the work over there to be done. Let us try to change the image first. I think the image doesn't look quite well, so I'll just replace it some of the cartoon over here. So let me try to grab the URL and then go back, and I'll just change this link, just paste that one, and then let me get the some old cartoon image. I think that should look better, and let me get this one peanut from here, copy the link location and just replace this one. Okay, so it's still long, so I need to replace that one. And then we have some more. Let me try this one. Copy the link location and replace it this one. Okay, so let me try to run application, and let us try to see whether the image is coming up properly. So let's, okay, so we got the first image. Okay, so all of the image is loading. So I think that's look better. We have more image. And the next step is to show the particular dot. So we want to show the dot over here. So how many image we have? So let us create a dot over there. So let's go back and we'll create a function over here. Let me call it as a private function and call it as add the dot view. Okay, so we have a function and we should get the, or we get as URL in the current page, we get as the type is of the int. And here, first of all, we need binding dot we have. Okay, so what is the ID for the, okay, so we haven't provided the ID for this one, so linear layout, I need to provide the ID. So what I will just as a layout of the dots. Okay, so I'll give an ID. Now I can come back and the as a layout the dot, remove all of the views before we proceed. And then I think I need some arrays. So I'll just go over here on the top and create a private and create a var of dots. So we need some dots and this should be of the array, and array of this array of the text text view. So we have the array of the text view, and then which is of equals to let's create a arrays of nulls, array of nulls, and just give a text view over here, text view, and then we should provide the size. So size is of m image list dot this size. So this is the size of our image list, and this should be of the nullable type. Okay, so we have got our dot array list array, which is of the text view. Now let us go and create a for loop over here, and for I'll just say I in the m image list dot the let's say index int index, and there we will just go and get the first dot dot, and the first dot we get as the I, and which is of equals to the text view. So we create a text view and we have to pass the context each of this. Okay, so we get the first dot and create a text view passing this context, and we have to check for the build the version, and if the build of the version stk int is the greater than of equals to build.version code dot the n, sorry, not the m, it should be n. Okay, if it is m, and then we want to do something, or the else part we want to do something. Okay, here we need to create a text view dot, so I'll just say dots, not the two dots, and that is the I, and if we have to set the text, if it is not null, then set the text, which is of we will set the HTML dot from HTML, and I need to pass the source over here, and the second I will pass the HTML dot from mode of the legacy, or else I can just copy this whole thing and just copy and paste it over here, and I can just remove the second part from here. So the HTML source code HTML dot, okay, so here I need to provide the source, so we should create a dot for us. So dot is actually is a full stop, so I'll just give a HTML source code, nothing. It's the @ and the hash and 82226. So you can just actually go and search this and the code for the HTML to create the dot, right? And then I think we have the dot already. This should create a dot for us, and then I will give a size for that particular dot. So yes, dots, and that's of the I. And then if it is not null dot text text size, so I need to create a text size of let's say of 38. I think that should be fine. And then I can set the dots dot the color. So let us set the color for this one text, and set the text color and text context compact, right? Dot get the color, and r dot color dot, let us give the color. What color we want to provide? We have a white, so let us make use of the color dot white. Okay, so we'll set the color to the white, and then finally we will add the view. So binding dot, we have a layout dot the add the view, and then I'll add the dots, and then get the one, pass the first. Why it is in the second parameter, the first parameter I need to pass something as this. What happened over here? Why I cannot see? And I think that should be okay. So, and if I go over here, so what I need to do is whenever the image change, actually we need to listen to the page change listener, and whenever the page is changed, then we want to move that particular dot over there. So we should also move the dot color and the together with the image. So I need to add the on page change callback for this particular view pager. So let's go back over here, and on the top over here, let us create a private var, and I'll just say on image CHAN on image change callback. Let us add the callback for this one, and okay, I think that should be of the object, and of the ViewPager2 dot the on page change callback. So let us implement that one. Let us initialize. It should be on page change callback object ViewPager dot to on page change callback. Okay, so that should be fine, and I need to implement the member function, which is on page selected. So on page selected, what I want to do, so on the page selected, I want to add the dot view and pass the position, so we get the position from here and pass it over here. Now I can make use of this on image change callback. So here, over here, when we have a view pager, then I'll just say register the on page change callback and pass the on image change callback over there, and I think that should be the one. And where I have error, so what is the error that I'm getting? This is the error. So I think let me try to build, and let me see where is the error. So here is the error. Why I get the minus sign? It should be of the equals. Oh, I'm not sure from where the minus sign came, but it should be actually equals to sign. And I think that should be fine. And if the application get launched over here, and just wait. Okay, so we got that view, but it's not the way that we want to look. So we got a three dot over here, which is of the dot of the right, and it has a three dot. And we have a three image, and we actually got the three dot. I think that should be quite okay, but it is not fine. So it is not a perfect one. So what we will do now is whenever our current page is selected, we want to change the color for that particular dot. So how we can do is that let's go back over here. And okay, so I forgot to actually paste it over here. So I also need the same dot over there. And over here we can check for the condition. If the OTH, if the dot let's say it's not empty. If it is not empty or no, then we can just go and get the dots and get the position of the current dot as the current page. We get the current page of that particular, and if it is not null, then set the text color. So let us try to set the text color, and I'll just copy the whole thing from here. And so what actually we are doing, if we are checking if the dot is not empty, so which means there is some dot, and then we will check for the if it is a current, if it's a current dot. So whenever we are getting the current dot from here, and then we'll set that color to something different. So let's say our color of this one. Let's try to set this color. So till 700. Just copy and paste that one, and let us try to run this one. And let us try to check. I think that should be the one that we are looking for. And okay, so we got that teal color. So whenever our slide is moving, so we also changed our particular color. So you got that one. Looks better, right? That's okay. So then the final step that we want to do is we want to override the on destroy. So let us override the on destroy, and on destroy we want to call the mViewPager dot on register the particular. We have registered the click callback listener, so we have to on register that one, otherwise it can cause the memory leak. So it will, here we are listening to that particular callback, so we have to destroy it or on register it on the activity destroy. So just run your application, and that should be fine. Okay, so let's wait for the application to come up. Okay, so we are here, and I think yeah, we should get. Okay, so now we have a three image list, and we have a dot view, and it is a auto image slider. So this is how we create a simple image auto slider using the Kotlin coroutines. And yeah, that's I think we have built something useful over here. And if you are interested in learning some of the more interesting topics, just go and check out my course in the Udemy. And I hope you enjoyed this section. And if you are new over here, just make sure you subscribe my channel. And whenever I get some of the new topic, I'll just post it out. And make sure you share this with your friends and family. So let's meet up in the next lecture. Till then, have a great day.